Well, good afternoon and welcome to the YouTube channel of Overdivest Nurseries. If you're already a subscriber to our channel, welcome back and thank you for joining us. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, can I suggest that perhaps this might be a good time to do so? And if you're viewing the videos, it would be nice if you could kindly click the like button. That's always assuming, of course, that you like what we're telling you. It's a lovely day today, nice pleasant temperature, a little on the breezy side, yes, but you know what, it's great to be out here, especially with all of these wonderful plants that we can grow in our region here in the northeast and mid-Atlantic states of the US. And if you've been watching any of our other videos over the years, you'll see that I'm at perfect ease surrounded by all of these gorgeous plants, especially when we're able to take them and arrange them in our gardens and be able to have colour and interest right through the whole of the growing season. Now, sometimes you might see a little extra smile on my face and perhaps a bit more of a sparkle and a glint in my eye. That's coming from the fact that I'm surrounded by some really gorgeous, exciting plants that I get a tremendous reward out of introducing them to you. And today is one of those occasions, because right here is a rather special hydrangea that's very exciting and I'm really pleased to be able to tell you about. This is hydrangea early evolution. As you see, covered now with lots of these gorgeous creamy white flowers that come out first as a soft kind of lime green color, then go through creamy stages, then go through to a kind of alabaster white, and then as the flowers mature, they will start to take on pink shadings too, and they last a long time. Now, what's really interesting about this plant is that it's very hardy. It will grow throughout our entire region. It's also nice and short and compact, growing about 2.5, perhaps 3 foot high by about the same wide. So it's a very good size for our gardens. But the most exciting thing about this one is that, believe it or not, this is a panicle hydrangea. That means that it belongs to the same group as those ones that produce the big conical white flower heads in the middle and latter part of the summer. But look at this, we're in early summer and here it is flowering. That's why it's called early evolution. And that's because that in the breeding of this plant's background, it's descended from a species that has been crossed with paniculata to bring us this early flowering ability and lots of these little lace cap type flowers that have this really gorgeous kind of porcelain color that it carries right throughout the whole top and rounded shape of the plant. Now, in a way, it's kind of neat and appropriate that today is a windy day, because it helps to show how well these plants put up with our weather conditions here in this region. What's really neat about them is that they come with all the hardiness, reliability and versatility that comes with those big flowered panicle types. But of course the difference is that these flower much earlier, weeks and weeks ahead of even the earliest of those big panicle types. So with this one, you can start off your display in the garden now in early summer, and then when they're just beginning to go over, the earliest of those big panicle ones will start to kick in, and then of course you can get medium or late flowering ones which will carry the season right through from the early part of the summer through midsummer and into the autumn. Now, this is a relatively new plant. It was only selected in 2013. Arie Bregman in Benthuizen in the Netherlands selected this particular seedling from a sowing that he made in 2008. He grew out all the seedlings, and amongst them was this one particular form that, as you see, is particularly free flowering, nice and compact and hardy, and has all of these lovely flowers. What's interesting for me is that it's descended from a variety that was introduced from Japan in 1989. Dartuma is the name of it, and it's thought to be a hybrid between the panicle ones with the big cone-shaped flowers and another species that grows up in the Himalayas and in northern China. It's called Heteromala. Now the interesting thing about that is that it is very hardy, of course, but also grows into a big hydrangea, into a large shrub or small tree. Just where this tight, compact habit came from, I really don't know. But I'm delighted because there's one that'll only grow into this short, compact plant, 2.5 to 3 foot high, and makes a lovely rounded plant. So if you have only a small garden or a small space somewhere, one plant would be just perfect there. Obviously, with all of these, they'd be great for lining out the sides of driveways and pathways. And if you have a bank or a hillside and you're looking for something that's really going to come alive in early summer and have all the reliability and hardiness, then guess what? Just like we have them here, it's going to be very effective. You would put them in at about 3, maybe 4 foot centers, put them in, and you're going to get a very nice massed effect. I would also be interested to test these in containers. Because they're so hardy and reliable, they might just do well in containers, even left out during the winter time. That we don't know for certain yet. We have to trial and test it. But one thing I do know is that with all of these nice big strong stems here, these will make wonderful cut flowers too. So if you want to have something that you can go in and cut some lovely blooms and bring them in and put them in a vase, they're certainly going to do that. Lots and lots of opportunities and things for you to try using this beautiful variety. And speaking of containers, here's a simple little suggestion for you. I've taken one plant and put it in this black fiberglass container, and then I've put 4 plants of Ajuga black scallop, one on each of the corners. With this near black foliage that's glossy, it helps to accentuate and show off the little alabaster white flowers and makes a nice, simple, easy little combination. Now just imagine if you had a wedding coming up, say in the month of June, and you're looking for something that would decorate around a tent, on a patio, anywhere where you're going to be entertaining. This is a perfect little plant for that sort of situation. Lovely, simple, easy, and also, as you see, nice, weather resistant too. Makes a very nice combination that will certainly decorate here for several weeks. And then when you're finished, if you want, you could take this and plant it out elsewhere in the garden so that it will come back year after year to, of course, give you lots of repeat decoration. The usual thing with containers, make sure that you've got some drainage holes in the bottom. I've put some rocks in the base of it to aid the drainage, then put them in with a good planting compost and watered it well, and then, as you see, it pretty much looks after itself. Outside of that, they're really very easy to grow, nice and hardy and sturdy and stocky, as I mentioned. But all they need really is an average garden soil that's free draining. They will grow either in a sunny location right out in the open, or also in a partially shaded site if that's what you have. Dig a good sized hole, work in lots of organic matter, water them well, follow the directions on our video that we have here on this channel that tells you how to plant a shrub if you haven't done it before. Get them well watered until they get established, and then you're going to have magnificent, really beautiful little clusters of these white flowers each and every year. It looks kind of like white confetti sprinkled all over the tops of the plants, and of course, because they've got these white shades, they're really good because they will blend with all other different colors of shrubs. You see, white is a neutral shade, and that's great because it'll go with yellows, it'll go with reds, pinks, blues, whatever colors you might have flowering in the garden at this time of year. So this is David Wilson for Over the Vest Nurseries, telling you to take a look and check out at your local garden centres some of this hydrangea early evolution. It's a really special, compact, very hardy and easy to grow and thoroughly delightful little hydrangea.